Today our video is based on the topic conversion of number bases. But before we go into the topic, I would like to quickly give us a reminder of number bases and the range that each number base can have. So these are the range of number bases, and we can see that immediately we reach base 10, we can have the highest number to be 9. Then the next starts from A, and so on and so forth, like that. So that aside, moving on to conversion of bases, the reason for bringing this up again is because of conversion. It will really help us in conversion of bases. So let's move on to conversion of bases. There are three main conversion of bases. There are three applications. That is, there are three ways by which numbers can be converted, and we have the first one to be from any base to base 10, and we have the second ways of converting as relating to the question given. We have from base 10 to any base, and then the third one we have from one base to another. From one base to another. Now, these two methods are the most common ones. They are the major type of conversion from any base to base 10 and from base 10 to any base. But there are some conditions whereby you will not be asked to convert from base 10 to any base or from any base to base 10. It will be from a base to another base which is not base 10, which might not be base 10. So how do we solve questions on that? So quickly we'll be considering some questions under each of these methods. So let's start with the first one. We have from any base to base 10. From any base to base 10. Let's start with this example: 1101 base 2 to base 10. Now, if you are converting numbers like this under this method, if you are to convert a number to base 10, this is what you do. You first write the number out, write the base 2, then you start labeling it from the last 0, 1, 2, 3. You are converting it to base 10. You are converting it to base 10. So what you do is this number multiplied by 2 raised to the power of the number on top of it. So that will be 1 times 2 raised to power 3 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0. So if you are to solve this, this will be 1 times 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3 will give us 8. 1 times 8 is 8. Plus 2 raised to power 2 is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. Then 0 times 2, anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Plus 2 raised to power 0, anything raised to power 0 is 1. So 1 times 1 will give you 1. So your final answer here would be 8 plus 4, that's 12 plus 1, that's 13. That's 13 base 10. That's 13 base 10. Now the next example under this method, we have 231 base 4 to base 10. So the same method, list it out: 231 base 4. 0, 1, 2. So that will be 2 times 4 raised to power 2 plus 3 times 4 raised to power 1 plus 1 times 4 raised to power 0. So 4 raised to power 2 will give us 16. That's 2 times 16 plus 3 times 4 plus 1 times 4 raised to power 0 is 1. So 16 times 2 will give us 32 plus 12 plus 1. So 32 plus 12 plus 1 will give us 45. So that's 45 base 10. The third part under this method, moving to the third part under this method. So we are having conversion of 2f base 16 to base 10. So from the ranges that I gave the other time, f will be the number that precedes the one that has the range that did not reach f. So that is the number that precedes it, and that is 15. That is 15. So that means f is standing for 15 here. So we'll be having it to be 2, 15 base 16. So that will be 2 times, so we'll label it 0, 1. 2 times 16 raised to power 1 plus 15 times 16 raised to power 0. So 2 times 16, that's 32 plus 16 raised to power 0 is 1. 15 times 1 is 15. And that will give us 47 base 10. 47 base 10. So let's move to conversion of bases from base 10 to any base. From base 10 to any base. So starting with this example, 25 base 10 to base 2. So what you do is you divide. That is the way to solve questions on this. You divide. Now let's make use of this table. Write down the number 25. Then we are dividing it by base 2. So that's 2. 2 in 25 will be 12 times. Remainder 1. That is 24. It will give us 24. Then it will be having one remainder. So we write 2 in 12. That's 6 times. There will be no remainder. Remainder 0. Then 2 in 6. That's 3 times. Remainder 0. Then 2 in 3. That's 1. Remainder 1. Then 2 in 1. 0. Remainder. You bring this 1 over here. 1. Now you count from down to up. And that will give you 11001 base 2. Now we have successfully converted this to base 2. Now, as I was saying the other time, the range of a number in base 2 cannot pass 0 and 1. And you discover from our answer that we are having a compilation of just two numbers, and those are 0 and 1. So that is how to solve questions on this also. So the second example, we have 73 base 10 to base 8. Now, the same method, write 73, then 8. 8 in 73, that will be 9 times remainder 1. Then 8 in 9, that's 1, remainder 1. Then 8 in 1, that's cannot go, that's 0. Then you bring the number here, that's 1. Then from down to up, you count, that's 111 base 8. So that means 73 base 10 to base 8 is 111 base 8. Alright, the third part, we are having 100 base 10 we have to convert it to base 16. So we also draw that out. This is 100 and then 16. So 100 divided by 16 will give us, okay, to go 6 times. That will be 6 times, remainder 4. Then 16 in 6 is impossible, that's 0, and then we'll bring the 6 here. Count from down to up, we'll be having 64 base 16. So this is our answer, 64 base 16. Now moving to the third one, which is not really common, but can be used in times to test your knowledge. From one base to another. So what we do in this method is that we indirectly solve it using base 10, indirectly through base 10. So what is the method? The method for solving this is that, number one, you first convert the number you are given. You convert the number you were given, the given number, you convert it to base 10. After you now convert it to base 10, you now convert the number you have converted to base 10, your result. You convert your result in base 10 to the base you were asked to convert it to in the question. Okay, let's take this for example. When we have you to convert 111 base 6 to base 8. So the first step is that you convert 111 base 6 to base 10. You convert 111 base 6 to base 10. So this is what you do, 111 base 6 to base 10. 0, 1, 2, just like we did the other time. So that will be 1 times 6 raised to power 2 plus 1 times 6 raised to power 1 plus 1 times 6 raised to power 0. So 6 raised to power 6 is 6 times 6 times 1. That's 36 plus 6 plus 6 raised to power 0, 1. 1 times 1, 1. So this will give you 36 plus 6 plus 1. That's 43. So that's 43 base 10. Now we have only converted it to base 10. We have only converted it to base 10. We will now convert it to base 8 from base 10. We convert it to base 8 from base 10. So we use this method to convert it from base 10 to base 8. So that will be 43. So 8 goes in 43 how many times? That will be 5 times. Remainder 3. Remainder 3. Then 8 in 5 is impossible. You bring down the 5 here. So that gives you 53 base 8. 53 base 8. So you can likely say 111 base 6 is equal to 53 base 8. So the next example is conversion of 1001 base 2 to base 16. To base 16. So just the same method. You convert this to base 10 and then your result you convert it to base 16. So let's do that. 1001 base 2 to base 10. 0, 1, 2, 3. So that's 1 times 2 raised to power 3 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 2 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0. So 2 raised to power 3 is 2 times 2 times 2 and that's 8. And that's 8. So 1 times 8 is 8 plus anything multiplied by 0. This will be 0. This also will be 0. And this will be 2 raised to power 0 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So this is 9 base 10. Now you convert 9 base 10 to base 16. You convert 9 base 10 to base 16. So how will you do that? You use this other method. 9 base 10 to base 16. So this is 9 and then 16. 9 and then 16. 9 cannot go in 16. So that's 0. Remember I bring the 9. So that means it will give us 9 base 16. That's also same thing as 9 base 16. Now moving to the third part of the last method, we are having 3e base 16 to base 2. So e here is standing for 14. It's standing for the base 14, the number 14. So that's 3, 14 base 16. I told you we'll first convert it to base 10 before we convert it to base 2. So we're having it to be 0 and then 1. So that will be 3 times 16 raised to power 1 plus 14 times 16 raised to power 0. So 3 times 16 will give us 48 plus 14 times 1 will give us 14. So 48 plus 14 will give us 62 base 10. Now we have gotten this in base 10. We need to convert it to base 2. So that will be 62 in base 2. 62 divided by 2, that's 31, remainder 0. 2 in 31, that's 15, remainder 1. 2 in 15, that's 7, remainder 1. 2 in 7, that's 3, remainder 1. 2 in 3, that's 1, remainder 1. 2 in 1, that's 0, remainder 1. So from here to here, we're having it to be 111, 110 base 2. So that means 3e base 16 is equal to 111, 110 base 2. Alright, that's all for conversion of bases. Make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Till we meet in our next video.